Today we have to talk about the advanced report. Okay, so I would say like whatever, the way I'm creating a very simple report, you will start creating as well. That will give you the hands-on experience, look and feel of Workday, the easiness, the comfort of Workday, and then you will start learning how things are working in Workday. Okay, so it will be easy for me to guide you guys, and it will be easy for you to understand as well. Okay, so you start doing that thing. Someone asked in the last, like if we create a simple report and if we need to convert a simple report into advanced report, how can we do that? So let's start from there and then I'll go to, go with advanced report. So this is a simple report. Okay, so this is a simple report where I have just added six fields and then I configured field, applied some sort of sorting. This is a report I created. Now I have to convert, this is a simple report and I have to convert the report in advanced report. So when you open a simple report and you go to the related action, just go to custom report. When you will go to custom report, you will see there is one option change to advanced report type. Okay, so when you click on this simple report to change, okay, so this is going to be a advanced report. Just click OK to confirm. When you click on OK, yeah, so your report has been changed to advanced report. Now you see there are other tabs you can see here. Right, so this report has been changed to advanced report. Now you can edit, and if you want to apply some prompts, if you want to share this report with someone, if you want to enable some additional advanced features, you will be able to do that in simple report. Okay, it's basically not now. This is not simple report now. This is a advanced report now. Okay, so you understood how to convert a simple report into advanced report? Yes. Okay, great. So this is how we create. Now we can, we can work on this as we have already created this as, simple to advanced. So let's work on this advanced report only, or let me create a advanced report from the scratch first. I created the name, so the name has been saved automatically, but the column, the fields I have added, that is not saved. Ganesh batch 4. So the report name was saved, but there is no field saved in this report. How that happened? See, initially when you type create custom report and when you give the report name, you select data source, um, you know, then you click on OK. So when you click on OK, report gets created in the system. Okay. Now after report creation, when I was adding the fields, then it got refreshed. Okay. So that is why those changes were not saved. That is why you don't see any kind of fields here. So now if I need to edit this field, yes, basically, yesterday I created the skeleton. Now I'm creating the configuration in the advanced report. Okay. So the requirement was similar. Whatever I have added in the simple report, same things I need to add in this advanced report. So to edit this report, I can go to the related action of the report, custom report, and here you can see edit. Click on this edit. Okay. Now here the first thing I'm doing is I'm tagging this report, so it's easy for me to search my reports. I have tagged. Now here, so the fields which I added in a simple report, same fields. I want to add for the initial. There will be multiple phases of this advanced report which we are going to discuss. Initially, I'm just adding those many fields. Okay. I added employee ID, first name, last name. Hire date, gender, date of birth.
I have one question here.
Yes, go on.
While selecting a field, there are some symbols are coming. So how
Hmm.
can we recognize which one is the correct one which we have to choose?
Yeah,
Is
so
there any way
basically,
to
so so
select?
ba yeah, so basically, Sweta, the first thing is in this tenant, okay, the tenant which we are using for learning, there are a lot of
Mhm.
unnecessary fields also created. Okay, so that's why you are getting, too many options. Okay, with the same name. Ideally, when you work in real time, environment, project environments, you will not, you should not be seeing the same multiple fields with the same name. That will be confusing. And there is another way of identifying, whether it's a workday delivered or someone has created. It's simply when I'm selecting, when I'll go in edit mode again, then you will see, like, when I'm trying to add any field, when I type first name, a lot of fields are appearing, right? So
Mm,
they in those one, first of all, you try to find the relevant name of the field, which one you have to use. Now let's say you see first name, three first name. Okay, so three first name, you simply go, just click on the related action of that field. When you click on that related action, it is going to give you the details of the field, whether some user has created or workday has created, from where that report is existing in the tenant. Okay, so here if you see, I have clicked on first name. Here you can see field source, which is workday delivered. Okay, so I'm not using anyone random created any field and all. Okay, this is how I identify. If someone has created the field manually, here you will see calculated field. Okay,
okay,
so when you see calculated field, you understand, like, this is something Workday has not given. This is something some user has created.
okay,
Okay, so you will find other details as well. Now, also, let's say you are trying to add one field, you don't know the exact name of the field, and you have to add one field. Okay, now when you type the relevant name, it populates, some field names, and you're confused, like which one I should be using and all. In those cases, also, simply click on related action and read the description. Okay, in the description, it will be clear what this field is about. Okay, and then only you select.
okay.
Okay.
Got it.
So this is how we
Okay,
identify. So information will be there. It's just you need to gradually you will get used to, like, you should be using this field or that field. Okay, you will get used to. And even in case, let's say you are not able to identify, and you can see multiple fields, and you have to use one of those multiple fields. You can always just add that field in the report, run the report, and then you will be able to identify whether this is generating a correct value or not. If the value is not correct for any worker, then obviously that is not a correct field, right? You need to make a
yes.
calculated field, or maybe you need to use a different delivered field. So that is another way
Yeah.
we can test.
And that blue color symbol with T or
Hmm.
some
So those are the data type. Okay, so basically here, when you see T, So this is a text field. When you
Okay.
see this is a calendar, right? So this is a date field. When you see this way, this symbol, this is a single instance field. Okay, this is another date. So let me open the documents. One document here you will find those things. Just to see you all the symbols at one place. I'm just showing you guys.
You can search also in
Yes.
PDF.
Ganesh, so once you done with this, if you can show us the calculated field, which is created by some other user in the
Mm-hmm.
report field, that will be helpful. So I just wanted to
So
see how the screen is.
yeah, so basically, we'll come to that anyways, because when we create a calculated field, we used to test those calculated field via report only. Okay. So anyways, those will be added in a report, and I'll show you guys. Okay.
Okay.
So don't worry. Okay, this may be old document. I'm just showing you here only.
So can we get the latest copy of document where we can get
No,
all the latest
no,
update?
no, no, no,
Because
no.
we are
You
and
can't. No, no, you
like,
can't. You can't actually. Okay, this is actually nobody is going to share you this document as well. Nobody is going to share any document to be honest. Okay, they will only share you the Word document or the notes like this kind of notes which I'm creating. The reason is we can't share. Okay, these documents are a very old version, but in integration, most of the things have not been changed. Okay, only 10% things have been changed, and we have this data, this document which everyone can use for learning and all. That's why we are sharing this data. Okay.
the PDF which you are showing that is came from Workday. I mean that is Workday. So every releases they are making such kind of PDF document.
No,
It's
what they do is they have some learning documentation. Okay, so they used to update those documents. Okay, those are real-time documents available for Workday certified people. Okay, here you are learning Workday. You're not getting certification in Workday. Certification you can get only from Workday.
oh, okay, okay.
Okay, so that's the difference. That is why Workday is very limited, guys. Okay, you cannot find things very easily anywhere. Okay, and not everyone can train you, not everyone can teach you as well. Okay, this is a very limited technology. Okay, so anyways, so basically here, let me show you some of the types. Okay, so this is the symbol which means this is a text type. This is a symbol which means this is a date type. Okay, this symbol means single instance. Okay, now if there is multi-instance, let me show you how multi-instance look like. Here you can see dependent events, right? So this dependent event, the symbol which you can see here, this is a multi-instance. From one node, multiple nodes are coming, right? So this is a multi-instance field. The another one which you can see, this is a TF. Okay, this is a TF, means true false. This is a Boolean field. Okay, this is a Boolean field. Now here, when you see these as a hash mark, this is something is number. Okay, this is number. So this is how you identify quickly from this symbol whether this is a single instance type, this is a multi-instance type field, or this is a single instance field or number field or text field. Okay, and I'll show you what do we mean by single instance and multiple instance in report in just few minutes. Okay, so just bear with me, okay, for some time. Now, in this, any more question, Sweta, on that one? Because these are the symbols, which you are going to see in Workday, with respect to fields. There will not be. There will be one more symbol which you will see, as a the currency one. Okay, you will see dollar sign there. Okay. Any question, guys, on the field and symbol?
No, Ganesh.
Okay, so now see, this is a advanced report which I have created. In advanced report, there are many more features. Okay, so I have added column. The first feature is here in the advanced, the difference between simple and advanced. In simple report, you were not allowed to enter business object by yourself. Whereas in advanced report, you can add related business object as well. You can add another business object apart from primary business object. So the difference is, I'm just mentioning here simple, and this is important one. If anyone asks, you should be able to answer. Simple fields from primary business object can be added in column. Okay, and here fields from primary business object, let's say PBO, primary business object and related business object can be added in column. So we are going to add that from new column from the related business object. So see here, if you see, we have used the data source as worker for SCM reporting, and I'm using data source filter as all active workers. Primary business object is automatically defined worker, because when you use any data source, that data source itself is built on any one primary business object. Okay, so by default it is, primary business object is coming. Now one thing you always remember, whenever you create a report, you will be able to change the data source after creating a report, but you will never be able to change the primary business object of the report. Okay, if you need to create a report on some another business object, then you have to create a new report itself. Okay, you will not be able to edit primary business object, whereas you will be able to edit data source. Okay, now primary business object is already, see here, this is worker is a primary business object, and all the fields I have extracted from primary business object. Now if I need to extract data from related business object, how am I going to do that? I showed you one relationship between worker and dependents, right? Worker and dependents. Let me open that Excel and show you once again. Yeah. So here, this is the worker business object, sorry, employee business object, and this is the dependent business object. And one employee can have multiple dependents. So there are some relationship with the help of employee ID. There are relationship between employee and dependent. So basically, employee is a primary business object. Here, employee we are using worker. Okay. So I've just mentioned the worker. In worker, this is a worker business object. Now, worker business object is related to this dependent business object. Okay, so as there is a relation, I will be able to use uh, this related business object in the report. So before I use related business object, I'm adding dependence here, and let me show you how multi-instance will work, and then I'll show you how to add related business object. So this is a multi-instance field I'm adding. Now, when I am clicking on OK and running the report, you will see the difference. Yeah, this error is coming because I have added a field, but before Workday understood, I clicked on OK. This is happening because of this tenant is slow. Okay, nothing else. It was not an error. Now, if I click on test, click OK. I'll come to this prompts as well, guys, so don't worry. Now here, if you see, this is a Logan McNeil, and for the Logan McNeil, there are three dependents. Okay, so here, see, this is one of the employee. For one employee, there are three dependents. Now this multi-instance field is giving you the name of the instances of all the dependents. You can see this. This is as a hyperlink, right? So when I click on this one, I'll be able to dig further. So this is basically one of the instance from dependent business objects. So whatever number of dependents, whatever dependents Logan McNeil has updated in the system, system, it is fetching all those fields. So this is actually a single, this employee ID, this employee is a single instance field, and this dependent is a multi-instance field. One employee is having multiple dependents. That is why it is giving you all the instances of the dependent business object. Okay. Now single instance and multi-instance, at least are you able to visualize like how it extract data, in a report if you are going to use a multi-instance field? See, this gender was a single instance field. You can see just one value. Okay. This dependence of multi-instance field, you can see multiple values. Multiple values are possible in dependence. Okay, it's like similar here in this one. Sweta is one of the employee, and Sweta is having 5 dependents. It's bringing all those 5 instances in the report. Okay. Now this is about the multi-instance field. Now, if I want to add details of each dependents, if I want to extract the first name, last name, the gender, the date of birth of the dependent, how can I do that in the report? So basically, for that one, I have to use this dependent as a business object in the report, a related business object in the report. So to do that, I'm again going to edit the report. Yeah. So here I want to extract details of each and every dependent in a separate row. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I clicked on plus, then I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna remove that, and then I'm gonna type dependent. Now this dependent appeared as a business object. Now I am fetching field from dependent business object in this report. Okay. The related dependent is a related business object of worker, and I'm fetching fields from this related business object. Now again, I want first name from dependent. I'm gonna add just 4 fields, first name, last name, gender, and date of birth. Yeah, one more thing. See, let's say you are trying to add a row here. When you click on plus, then whatever business object is in this row, automatically that business object will come in the next row. Okay, if you have to use another business object, you need to remove that one, and then you can add your own business object. Gender and then the last date of birth. Come on. Date of birth. Now to identify in column heading, I'm just mentioning here, overriding the this name with dependent first name. I'm mentioning dependent last name, dependent gender. It will be automatically grouped, but just I want to show you dependent DOB. Okay, and when you add any related business object, when you will click on OK, yes, I'm clicking on OK. Yeah. So now this has been saved. Uh, I have added dependent legal name, first name, dependent legal name, last name, gender, and date of birth. But let's see, how it looks like. Yep. So now see, this Logan McNeil is one of the employee of the company. Logan McNeil is having three dependents. I have added dependents as a field in the report. That is why it is giving me like this. Now for each and every dependent of Logan McNeil, I am trying to fetch dependent first name, dependent last name, gender and date of birth. Okay. So here you can see for each and every dependent, now it is showing the details. Okay, so this is how we add primary business object as well as related business object in a advanced report type. Any question till here, guys?
No, Ganesh.
Ganesh, actually,
Yeah.
so you are
Mm-hmm.
telling like first name, last name, right? So is it
Mm-hmm.
possible to take the initials here? Like how we
Uh,
get in the teams,
Initials as in Mr.
the
Mrs.
first letter of each names.
Okay, the first letter of each name. Okay, so let's say you need to fetch the L of Logan, Logan. I mean, you want to
Mm.
derive, first letter or second, second letter, or let's say, first two letter, whatever it
Mm,
is,
mm, mm.
you want to derive. That is possible in the report using calculated field. So when we will come to the calculated field, there is a function, a substring function calculated field. In that one, when we will create calculated field, we will add in a report and you will get the first two letters as well.
Okay. So likewise in the dates also, I can get only the year.
Yes, yes, yes. There are many functions. Okay. Using those many functions, you will be able to manipulate so many fields. Okay.
Oh,
You
okay.
will be able to change the format of date. You will be able to extract date, year of, any date. You will be able to even build a date based on another date. Okay. Let's say you have to use the year of the date of birth and you want to give one as a date, and month. You
Mm.
will be able to build that well as well. Okay. From date of birth,
Okay.
it is going to fetch your year and month and date you just enter by yourself.
Okay.
Okay, so all those things are possible. All those things are we are going to learn when we will actually talk about the calculated fields. Okay, with this configuration, whatever I did, any question, guys, or you are clear with this one? Now you understand the primary business object and related business object, how that can be faced into one report. The only thing is the both the business objects should be related to each other. Okay, okay, all good. Then I'm going to edit this report again. Okay, so there is another feature here between simple and advanced report is in simple report you had sort, and as you can use sorting only, as you can use fields only from primary business object in the simple report, so you were able to add sorting only on primary business object field. Okay, but here you can add sorting on primary as well as related business object. Okay, so sorting as in you can sort based on employee and then also you can sort based on is on dependent. So let's say I need to sort employees based on employee ID. So I just mentioned employee ID as a field. Here I'm just giving this as a let's say ascending order, sending, and then I want to add another level short on the dependent business object as well. The three dependents for Logan McNeil, I just want those appear to be in alphabetical order. Okay, so if I need to do that, here you need to mention the business objects, like from which business object on which field you want to apply sub level sorting. Now here not see when you don't apply any level of sorting, what Workday does is in column whatever the first field, okay, let's say worker here I mentioned employee ID. Workday automatically sort based on the first field. Okay, but if you want your sorting if you want to sort in your own way, you should be configuring. And to better to rely on this by default functionality, I would say like you just put your configuration in sort. Okay, so that it generates data always in that way. Now in dependence I want to sort based on date of birth of dependent from younger to older. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, so it's ascending by default, younger to older. Now, click on OK. Yep. So now if you run the report, see here, this has been sorted based on the employee ID. You can see 21001, 21002, 21004, right? So this has been sorted based on employee ID in ascending order. And then here, if you uh, see this 1972 is coming first, then 1999 is coming and then 2022 is coming. So this sorting is happening for this one instance. For if you go to another instance, another employee, same another level of sorting is happening. 1959, then 1989, then 1990. Okay, so this is how sorting works in advanced report. Any question on sorting? These are to be honest simple ones.
No,
Okay,
Ganesh. Yeah.
yeah. I mean we are using these kind of things, everywhere. So I think it's too simple for you guys. Anyways, going to the another feature. So as there is sorting can only be applied on PBO fields. Anyways, there is no related business object on this one. Sorting can be applied on PBO uh, and as well as RBO. Okay, so PBO and RBO now you understand, right? Primary business object and related business object. So now, okay. So we have added fields from primary business object. We have added fields from related business object. Come on. Yeah, so we have added fields from primary business object. We have added fields from related business objects. Now we have sorted. Now let's go to filter. There are here in the simple report, you have seen there was just one tab. Okay. Here in advanced report, you can see filter and sub filter. There are two tabs. Okay. So what is the difference between filter and sub filter? So filter applies on your primary business object. Sub filter applies on your related business object. Okay, so you will be able to apply filter on primary business object as well as related business object. So to apply filter on primary business object, it is simply the same thing like we did in simple report, filter on instances. Here you go, and let's say I mention hire date or uh, let's say I just want data for couple of workers only. So mentioning worker. I mean, I don't want all the workers. I just want, very limited workers. Okay. Now here, there is one thing you notice, guys. All these things appear in yellow color. Okay. And previously, when I was adding in the columns, it was appearing in blue color. Okay. So what this yellow color means? Okay. This yellow color means that data type is same. Okay. The data type is same. This is a single instance field. This is a text field. This is a multi-instance field. Okay, this is a self-referencing field. The data type is same, but the difference is now these are indexed fields. Okay, these are optimized fields. So in advanced tab, if I go in advanced tab, you see there is one button checked, optimize for performance. Okay, when optimize for performance is checked, then this report will allow you to put filter only on the optimized fields. Okay, only on the indexed fields. That's why you can see only fields, fields with that yellow color icon. Okay, if I uncheck this, then in filter, more fields will be allowed. You will be able to add filter using other fields as well. Okay, but when I am checking this one, then you will be able to allowed to create filter only on the index field. Okay, now when I uncheck this, it is giving me one warning, like clearing this checkbox enable you to select a non-index data source and non-index field which might cause your report to run slower. Okay, so this is for performance. That's why it is giving you warning. Okay, I am unchecking this at this point of time, and there in the filter I'm just going again, and let me show you worker. See, now you can see blue color icons as well, right? So now it is allowing you to use non-index field. So when that checkbox is checked, you are not allowed to use non-index field. I'm just using worker. I want to run this report for, let's say, 2 worker only. So the way I need to put filter is first you enter the field. Okay, then here you just enter the operator, whatever operator you want to do. So I want to run this report for only 2 workers. I want to hard code 2 workers, and then I want to use run this report for only those 2 workers. So you can use in the selection list. Here you will be able to see multiple operators. Okay, and all these operators are meaningful, like you can just read, and then you will be able to understand like how that works. Okay, it's a simple English. Now here there is one option I can see is in the selection list. Okay, I am selecting this in the selection list. When I select this in the selection list, this comparison type will appear. So there will be 2 options here in this comparison type. One is value specified in this filter. This means, do you want to hard code the values? Okay, do you want to compare with the exact value which you are going to enter? Okay, and the another option is value from another value from another field. Okay, so value from another field, that means you don't want to enter any value, but you want to use another value, another field from the workday system, and you want to compare this worker field with that field. Okay, so then in that case you can use value from another field. The other 2 options which you can see prompt the user for the value, that is going to that is something I'm going to explain when I'll come to the prompt tab. Okay, so at this point of time I'm just using value specified in this filter because I just want to hard code the value, 2 values, 2 employees for which I just want to get the data. So I'm mentioning Logan McNeil. So I got the Logan McNeil. Then I want to use Jack, the profile which we are using, Jacqueline. Okay, now this is the profile which we are using, Jacqueline, HR services. Now I have hard coded 2 employees. This is called hard coding in Workday. Okay, if you want to add another filter, like okay, you have added hard coded, but I want I from these many employees, I want employees from only one location only. Okay, let's say I want employees from only USA. Okay, then you can add. Okay, now here one thing you need to notice is when you are adding multiple filters, there is one more operator, logical operator, that is and or and or. Okay, so here if you see there will be just and or. Okay, and means if you are creating 2 conditions or multiple conditions with and operator, that means all the conditions should be satisfied. When the report will run, then it will pick only data for which all the condition, all the filter which you have defined, every condition should satisfy. Now if I use or here and create another filter here, this means either one of the conditions should satisfy. Either worker is from this list or location is USA. Okay, so it's going to select based on or operator. If any one of the condition gets satisfied, it's going to pick the data. Okay, I'm not creating any other filter at this point of time. I have just created this one. Then I'm clicking on OK.
Ganesh, I
Yep.
have a question. What is that
Yeah.
open bracket actually?
Yes. Yes. So, that open bracket is basically you want to do filter like this. Okay. So let's say you want higher date greater than 1/1/2024, and you want let's say location is equal to US, for example. This is one you can simply mention in yes. Now let's say you want location should be either US, higher date should be greater than 1/1/2024. But location, you want location is equal to US or location equal to India. Okay, then in that case you can use bracket, because this one is this is something, this condition you want all time. You want also this condition, but you want this condition like, if the location is India or the location is US, you want both. Okay, so then you can categorize the filter criteria. It's like bottomas you use, right? In the real mass, it's like
Mm,
similar thing.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it is going to,
But
it's like, this will be if employees higher date is greater than 1/1/2024, this is going to return true, right? And in this situation, what will happen is if any one of the condition is satisfying, then this whole condition is going to return true. Okay, even if someone is not from India, if someone is from US, this is going to return true. Now here, if you add instead of or, if you add and, then it's never be true, right? Because person cannot be from US and India both.
yeah,
Okay, so then in that case, this is going to be false, and it is not going to return you any values, because this is true, this is false. It is AND operator. Okay, so when this is AND operator, overall conclusion is false. Overall conclusion is false, not going to return you any value.
hey, Ganesh, so in
Mhm.
that case, is that a free text?
Which free test? Sorry.
In the column bracket you shown, right?
Yes. Yes. It's a free text. Let me show you. Okay. Let me taste this one. Then I'm gonna show you. So see here about it, I have filtered. I mean, I just want two worker details only. So I can see Logan, McNeil, and Jacqueline. Okay, so this is a filter I have applied, and this is working. Now, if you want to add multiple filters, I mean that is used when we have complicated filters or we need to configure a lot of filters in the report. Going in the filter. Now, if I add, that's a free text. I can write anything. Okay, but this is not making sense. This is wrong. Okay, but you have to write this way. Okay, I mean it is allowing you to add, that doesn't mean you add those stuffs. Okay, you simply use the bracket. Okay, this is a free text. Okay,
So,
any question, any other question? Yep, go on.
in that case, if I give multiple condition
Hmm.
like how you said, like it is US, it is India,
Yeah, so let's say
and I
this one.
want multiple countries. Uh,
Location, address, country. I'm giving this as a in the value specified here. This is a single instance field. Okay, so for a single instance field, you will when you will click on here, then it will populate you options. Okay, it is going to populate you some options. See what are the country you want to select. Okay, so now here let's say I want to select US. US, and then I want to put this as OR operator, and then same copy this one. In the selection list, and then here I can mention, let's say, India, and then I need to close. So simply this is how we can close. Okay, if you let's say
No,
created
in
Mhm.
that second line itself, we can add both India and America, right?
Yeah, we can
That
add.
is a
I was showing this
multi-selection.
OR operator actually.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Here, Ganesh,
hmm
like in the second line, you have mentioned the bracket
hmm
on the bracket column, and you
hmm
are mentioning it here. So
hmm
it starts from here and ends here in the third
Yes,
line.
correct. So this is basically now this is one condition. In the end, this is one condition. Whatever, if this will true or this will true, this is going to return true for this AND operator.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, fine.
Okay, you got it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
got it.
And you
It's
can,
like a
let's say,
formula which we write on
yes,
the Excel.
exactly. And let's say you are creating a more complicated filter. You can use multiple, brackets here, and then you can, build multiple, conditions here. Like, then again you need to open bracket here, and then you need to close bracket here. So, if those complicated situation come where you need to create complicated filter, you can create those things as well. Okay, but always remember, whenever you are creating any filter in the report, then in that report, the filter which is going to filter most of the records, okay, you put that filter condition in the first filter condition. Okay, here I have added 3, right? So let's say there is one condition you have to put in filter that is going to filter out most of the records. Okay, so in that case, I would say you put that filter in the first row. Okay, what will happen? This is going to be executed row wise. So when first row filter those many records, the second row is going to work on filtered rows only. Okay, so that will be good for the performance of the report. Okay, it's not like you have multiple 10 conditions, and the condition which is filtering the lowest number of rows you are putting in the putting as a first filter, and then you are putting another filter as a second filter. That is going to degrade your performance. Always put the filter in a first row which is going to filter most of the records. Okay, most of the instances. So this is how we used to define filter. Similarly, we can define filter on the uh, related business object as well. So to define filter on related business object, what we are going to do is, again, you just go to the related action, edit, and edit custom report. Okay, now I have to add filter on dependent. Okay, so let's say what kind of filter you want to add on dependent? Any suggestion? Let's say I'm adding dependents whose uh, gender is female. I'm not gender biasing, but just I'm applying filter here. So basically I'm just putting here the only I just want dependents who are female. Okay, if I am adding 3 dependents, I just want dependents who are female. That's what I'm trying to apply here. So when I add here, you can use I have already provided the business object name, the related business object name in which I want to apply filter on one particular field. Now here I'm gonna use the field. I'm gonna use the field from that related business object. So this gender is actually on related business object. Okay, this dependent gender. Just giving in the selection list. And this is a single instance field, so I don't need to enter any values automatically. It is going to populate values. I just need to select the value. Click on this comparison value. Here I'm selecting, let's say, female. Now click on OK. See, now this is giving you only one. Okay, so maybe I have added another filter like the location should be US or India. That's why Logan McNeil went. I think Logan McNeil location is something else. We'll check that. And only one record has been picked, Jacqueline. Now in this Jacqueline, if you see only one dependent is coming. Okay, and that dependent is the female one. Male dependents are not coming. Okay, now let's see when I added filter why Logan McNeil did not come. Okay, so let's see the location country of the Logan McNeil. This is how we analyze in the this is how we test and analyze reports. Logan McNeil. Oh, somebody has changed Shanghai. Oh, this is you. Oh, see the location somebody has updated Shanghai, China. Okay, so that is why she did not appear. Okay, when I change the filter and instead of US, if I add China, then automatically C will also come. Okay, but only here in the dependents, I have applied another filter, right? Like only female should appear as a dependent in the report. So only female is appearing here. So you good with filter and sub filter, guys?
Yeah, yes, Ganesh.
Okay, cool. Okay. Now we understand filter, we understood sub filter. If you want to apply filter, let's say there are multiple related business object and you want to apply filter on another related business object with another field, you will be able to do that. You can just add here. Okay, click on add and it will populate similar this kind of thing. And you can just add the business object name, related business object name, and then you can from that related business object you can use the field on which you want to apply the filter. Okay, so that is something you will be able to do. Now coming to the prompts. Okay, what is prompt? So prompt is actually, let's say, your business, there is a requirement. Okay, let's say your business has asked you to create a workforce report. Okay, and in that workforce report, what business is asking is, business wants to enter the name of the country, and based on the country, that report should populate data of the employees from that country itself. Okay, so it is basically there will be just one report to fetch data for all the countries. Okay, but in that one we are just making in this way, like when the business will run, then only whatever values business is going to enter, then only the employees from that country should appear. Okay, so that is something we configure in the prompts. Okay,